Aloha, my name is Christina. Welcome to day 14 of my 31-day Pilates challenge. Congratulations, you made it through week 2. Treat yourself with a stretch and restore video. I promise it won't disappoint. Today we'll be doing a release and restore class. I personally am very excited for this because my body feels a little wonky today. My legs feel really tight, my neck feels really tight, so I'm actually pretty excited. Today we'll be using a bunch of different props and tools. So I have a lacrosse ball. We're going to start with rolling our feet. So you can use a lacrosse ball, you can use a tennis ball. If you really want to go for it, you can also use a golf ball. Just see whatever feels best for your body, also whatever you have laying around. I have a belt. We'll use this for stretching a little later. So you can grab a belt. You can grab, like if you have like a yoga stretching belt, this is just like a belt that I wear. A TheraBand, if you're really fancy, you have a Pilates ring or a magic circle at home, that's great too. Just something that you can kind of like grab onto to be able to stretch your hamstrings. And then I also have a full length foam roller today. We're going to be foam rolling your legs, your upper body, but we're also going to be laying on it completely. So you do want the full length one. If you don't, we'll kind of make do with whatever we have. So come on down and let's get started. We're actually going to start standing. Let's move the belt and the foam roller off to the side. We're going to work on your feet. Okay. So we're going to do about 30 seconds of rolling your feet out. This actually doesn't feel as terrible today as it normally does. So I think about kind of rolling around the arch. So if I'm facing sideways, you can kind of see that I'm rolling over the arch of my foot, kind of like the middle of the foot, maybe a little bit on the outside. I'm going to kind of drop the heel and roll everything side to side. So do about like 30 seconds on each side. So a little timer going. If you're on the golf ball, just be really careful. If you have a tennis ball and you're on the floor, maybe grab a mat or just something that can kind of prevent it from rolling around. I like the lacrosse ball. I like the firmness of it, but then also the material of it just makes it so it doesn't like fly all over the place. Like if you're using a golf ball or a tennis ball. A couple more. Just kind of starting with that. So maybe let's focus on kind of working our way up the body. So I'm going to put the lacrosse ball off to the side, move my belt also. I'm going to grab my foam roller. So let's start by rolling your calves actually. So you can cross the legs if you want a little harder, and you're going to lift the hips up and just kind of roll back and forth. Again, let's try to do like about 30 seconds, ouch, of each kind of like portion, I guess. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of turning the leg out. I'm almost getting the outside of the calf. Oh, that's really tight. And then maybe getting like the meaty part of the calf. So my toes are my legs parallel. In about like 15 more seconds, I'm going to move it over before I hit the wall. And I'm going to maybe rotate the leg in. So I'm getting almost like the inside of my calf. Ooh, that's really tight. A couple more. And you're going to gently switch. So if it's too much on your upper body to lift your hips up and roll, you can just keep your butt down, just kind of bend and straighten the knee. Try to really loosen everything up. Wow, this side's much tighter. Interesting. So I'm turning the leg in. I'm almost rolling the inside of my calf. Here's a little bit more of like the meatier part of my calf. There goes my foam roller. You're going to notice the foam roller moves around a lot. About like 5 more seconds. Turn the leg out. Yikes. And then relax. Okay, let's work on your nobody's favorite IT bends. So my right leg is straight. If you want, you can cross the top leg over. If you really want to go for it, maybe squeeze the legs together. There's a lot of weight on that bottom leg. So just kind of rolling up and down. There's always like different methods. You can continuously roll up and down. Maybe you find a really tight spot like mine is right here. Maybe I'll just hold. Maybe I'll do little rolls. Ooh, it's really tight. So I'm kind of rolling like almost like the back part, maybe even my hamstring. I can even kind of roll over to my quad. All right, we're going to roll all the way over. I'm going to roll just my right quad out. So I like to shift over. So my left leg's on the floor. I'm hitting my wall. And my right leg is on the roller. So if I really want to go for it, oh gosh, I'm just going to plant my left leg on my right leg. We got about 10 more seconds on this leg. This side's really tight. You're rolling down to just above your knee, and you're going to roll up to your hip, maybe even your hip flexors. Okay, and you're going to switch sides. So I'm going to shift the roller over. I'm going to roll my left quad. This side's really tight too. Okay, so maybe I'm turning the leg out slightly. I'm almost like on the IT band, not quite, but almost there. How's my time? In like 10 more seconds. Rolling up and down. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna switch. I'll face you guys. And then we'll roll the outside of that left leg. So IT band on that left side. Cringing. I mean, this is not going to feel that great. It is going to be really nice and helpful later on. Like if you have any knee issues or hip issues, this band of tissue on the outside of the thigh gets really, really tight and gets sort of ignored because it's not necessarily something that you can really stretch, or it's hard to target to stretch. Okay. And I'm going to roll out the hamstrings. So again, we'll try to do one leg at a time. I'm going to lift the hips, cross the leg, and roll up and down. This is usually not as terrible. Just be really careful that you're not like rolling, like hanging out behind the knee. It's just all like, again, a lot of things that cross back there. They can get really sensitive. Shift forward. How's our time? Got about 5 more seconds from here. So kind of turn the leg out. You can turn the leg in, almost getting the inner thigh. It's a little harder to kind of get. You're going to switch legs. I'm going to lift the hips. And rolling out that the right hamstring. I'm sort of shifting all over the place. Oh gosh, get a little closer. So kind of rolling the belly of the hamstring out. We'll get to kind of closer to your glute in a second. Up and down. How's our time? We got about like 5 more seconds. For me, the outside of that hamstring is really tight. Okay, you're going to come onto the roller, rolling out your glute. So just do one leg at a time, or one glute at a time, I guess. You're going to shift over. So kind of play with it. Maybe you're a little more center, but I'm still rolling out just my like left butt cheek. Maybe I'm really leaning over. I'm getting almost outside of my glute. Or I can even play with it more and then bring the left leg up. So just see what feels for me right here. Almost like clicking. Not healthy. Not a good thing. That feels really, really tight. Ouch. Ah. Cringing. Okay, and then switch sides. Great, it's on time. Perfect. 30 seconds from here. So for me on this side, it's more of the outside of the glute. Is it though? It's all of it. It's like the outside of my glute hurts and like right at the base, kind of where my like sit bones are. Oh, well, that guy feels really, really tight. Okay, about 5-ish more seconds. Okay. This one looks really weird and really awkward, but it feels kind of good and kind of terrible. We're going to roll your inner thighs. So let's do this side first. I'm shifting my weight over. So earlier we rolled out your quads, right? But instead of having the leg that's on the floor, instead of having that leg bent, we're going to switch it. So I might even angle my roller. So the leg that's on the roller is bent, and it's kind of awkward. Ow. Is it bent though? It's probably straight. And you're going to roll your inner thigh. So kind of play with it. So you can get like the back of the back inner thigh, I guess, sort of closer to the hamstring. You can turn the leg in, trying to. So you're getting a little closer to your quad. A little closer there, yeah. Couple more breaths. Wow, this is really tight. Okay, take a moment and we'll try the other side. So I'll face this way. I feel like it's a little easier to see. Okay, so I'm going to angle the roller slightly. I'm going to maybe there it is. I'm going to straighten the roller leg. like right there. It's like maybe my inner thigh, maybe my quad. It might actually be more my quad. It's really painful. Wow, that's really tight. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and breathe through it. That's better. Try not to hold your breath as you roll because it creates all this like tension in your body when it's already painful enough. I'll do maybe one more breath here. Oh gosh. And then relax. Okay, so we got all parts of your legs. We started with your feet. We've got your calves. It's a little harder to roll your shins, so we're going to skip that. Thighs. So we did quads, inner thighs, IT band, hamstring, glutes. Okay, now we're going to work on the upper body. So if you have a long or billowy shirt, just kind of like tuck it into your shorts or your pants, just so it doesn't get like vacuum sucked under the roller. You're going to bring the hands behind the head and lift your hips up. Let's do, this is already tight, at least 30 seconds here. Oh gosh. So I'm rolling kind of like right around like the muscles along my spine. You end up moving it back and forth a lot, like shifting back and forth. So I might have to shift so I don't hit my plant. Oh gosh. So you're rolling wherever there are ribs. Try not to roll your low back. It just puts a lot of pressure on it and just doesn't feel so good. Okay, I'm going to sit up, shift down. Okay, so now we're going to roll 30 seconds, the right side of your back out. So I'm kind of just slightly leaning over. This is not as terrible. If you really want to go for it and kind of roll your, ow, there it is, your lat muscle. It's like it wraps around like the whole back and like underneath your armpit. You got like 5 more seconds, or maybe even rolling the back side of the armpits. And then you're going to relax. Okay. Take a moment. I'm going to shift over, and I'm going to roll the left side of the back out. 30 seconds. So really, like this side's much tighter. So kind of snap, crackle, pop. So sometimes I even play with where the elbow is in space. Maybe your elbow's straight up to the ceiling. Maybe it's reaching out. All right. And I'm going to maybe drop the hip down and roll just the side. So you can kind of see it from that side where I'm rolling almost like the back of my armpit. Wow, this is really tight. Couple more. Yeah. And then relax. Okay, take a moment. So still kind of focusing on like one side of your back. Oh my gosh, it feels so much better. So right now the roller is like horizontal or perpendicular to your body. I'm going to angle just the right side of the roller down. Grab my hair so it doesn't get caught. I'm going to lift my hips up and I'm going to roll over my right shoulder blade. So the position of my body is still the same. So I'm kind of like parallel to my wall. But I'm sort of rolling over the right shoulder blade because the roller is at an angle. Kind of like, let's do like 15 more seconds. For me, it's really the back of the shoulder that gets really, really tight. So play with where the elbow is in space. Maybe it's up to the ceiling. Maybe it's out to the side. Maybe it's even kind of pointing overhead. Just kind of see whatever access you can get. You can even maybe like move it around. And then relax. Same thing, other side. So left side of the roller is angled down. Okay, this is not too bad. So I'm going to kind of play with where the arm is in space. Oh, there it is. So for me, it's like it feels like there's a pocket between my shoulder blade and my spine. Like it's really kind of jumbled in there. Couple more. Wow. Okay, and then you're going to relax. Okay, take a little moment. Feels pretty good. Let's do a little bit of a twist. We'll do this here with the roller. We're going to actually do it on all fours later without the roller. So when I come to all fours, the roller is on the right side of my body. My left hand is going to come in between my right leg and my right arm and my right leg. I like to do palm faces up. I'm going to take a nice big inhale. As I exhale, we're going to twist and rotate under. Oh, this feels great. And then you're going to come all the way back up. Let's do 5. Exhale, rotate under 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate under 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate under 4. Really reach out to that left arm and lift. Last one, rotate under 5. And a lift. Good. Let's try the other side. I'm going to continue to face this way so you see what it looks like from a different view. So the roller is now on the left side of my body. The right arm is going to reach under. I'm going to twist and roll. Ooh, this is much tighter. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist and roll. Inhale, lift. 3 more. Really reach out to that right arm. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale, reach. Inhale, come up. 2 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. 1 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And then relax. Good. Take a little moment there. Awesome. Let's come back to the roller. We'll do more things kind of like laying on the roller, but it'd be more towards the end and more into kind of like the restorative portion. So I'm going to put the roller off to the side. Okay. So no props for this little section. I'm going to come to all fours in your cat-cow. So just scoop your abs in, tuck under, round, and ripple up through the spine. And inhale, drop it down. Open the chest, maybe look forward. Exhale, scoop and tuck, squeeze the glutes, pull the abs up, really round all the way up to the back. Drop it down. Inhale, open. 3 more. Exhale, tuck under. Kind of puff up through the upper back. Exhale, drop it down. Or inhale, drop it down, sorry. 2 more. Exhale, scoop. Round, round, round. Puff up your back. Inhale, drop it down. Let's do 1 more. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, drop it down. From here, let's do a little tail wag. So I'm going to kind of wag my butt. If I had a tail, I'm going to wag it to the right. I'm going to kind of look back towards it, and I'm going to switch. So kind of almost like a side bend in your spine. So if you had a top view, it's like you're almost waving your spine to the left and wave your spine to the right. And 3 more. 3. And switch. Kind of almost stretching your neck also. 2. And switch. 1 more. And a 1. And switch. Come back through center. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up to the ceiling into a downward dog. Take a moment there. Kind of sink your hips back. Sink your chest back towards the thighs. And just take maybe 1 big breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Give the neck a little bit of a shake. Try to get it to release. And you're going to start to bend 1 knee at a time. Swivel through your hips. Maybe even move the pelvis. Releasing from your feet all the way up. So your feet, your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes, maybe even your low back. 2 more. 2. 1 more. 1. And a 1. Good. From here, nothing fancy about it. Step your right foot forward. Let's drop the knee down. Fix my shirt. See if you can kind of come on up. Maybe your hands are on the thigh, your back knee is down for this one, and your chest is open. Maybe, maybe not. If you can, you're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Think about lifting and extending versus just dumping back. Bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Turn that right leg out. Careful of your hamstring. Can you reach back with the opposite hand? So my right hand grabs the left foot. I'm going to send the hips forward. And then just lift the chest. Take a moment, stretch your quad. Very nice. Release the leg. Send the hips back. Flex the foot. Maybe even grab the toes. Lengthen through the back. So you're almost like sticking your butt out, which is going to be much more intense of a hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Let's do the whole series on the other side. So left foot forward. Your right knee is down for this one. Hands onto the thigh. Lift through the chest. Take a moment, find your balance. Maybe bring both hands up to the ceiling. Lift up out of the waistline. Not side bend, but extend back. All right, hands come back down. Let's go hands on the inside of the left foot. Turn that left leg out. Reach back with the left hand. So left hand, right foot. You're just going to send the hips forward. Gently release the leg. Send the hips back, straightening your left leg. I'm going to flex the toes, maybe grab the foot. Think about, oh, this side's so tight. Flattening your back. Oh, gosh. All right. Come back to an all-fours position. Let's do a twist again. So the left arm reaches underneath. This is what we did earlier, the roller. But I want to hold here. Oh, this feels great. The right arm's going to reach overhead. So just breathe through your spine. Feel like you're just kind of opening your upper back and just twisting. Let's do one more breath. Place your right hand down, come all the way up, and you're going to switch. Let's scoot over. Right arm reaches under. Left arm reaches up. And a couple of deep breaths. Maybe add a deeper twist if you can. 3 more. Just kind of sink into the twist. Last one. Come back to all fours. Let's go back through my crazy hair. Let's go back through your lunge series. But for now, for this one, you're going to step your right foot forward, tuck the left toes under, and then lift all the way up. Whew. So maybe your hands are on your thigh. Instead of doing the extension like we did earlier, let's do a side bend. So my right hand is going to stay on my right thigh. My left arm is up to the ceiling. I'm going to lift up on the waistline and side bend over to my right. You're going to bring the hands down into the mat. Hop your left foot in. So both legs are straight. Instead of just kind of bringing your chest towards the thigh, can you flatten your back as much as possible? Kind of stick your chest out. Good. You're going to send the hips back, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, flex the right foot, and your back is still pretty flat. Good. Let's go ahead and step the feet together. Take one, just kind of forward fold. Nice and heavy. Let's kind of go backwards through those stretches. So I'm going to step my right foot back. Start by just kind of lengthening out through the spine. Send the hips back, straighten that left, or bend the right leg. Left leg is still straight. Grab the toes, pull back. You're going to come all the way down into your lunge, but the back knee stays off the mat. Ooh, take a moment, prop yourself up. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling, lift up on the waistline, side bend over if you can. Beautiful. Bring the hands all the way back down to the mat. Let's kind of bring the toes together, widen the knees, reach the arms forward into just a really nice child's pose. Just kind of sink down through the chest, open to the back. You're going to walk your hands over to the right side. I like to really inchworm the fingertips out. So maybe not like the full to the right, but like almost at a diagonal. And just kind of sink your left hip down. Stretch the whole left side of your body. One more breath. And switch over to the other side. Right hand reaches over, inchworm the fingertips out. Really stretch out to the right side of the body. Drop your head down and just breathe. One more breath. Bring your hands back through center. And then gently roll yourself all the way back up. Ooh, kind of a little more loosey-goosey now. Okay, let's go ahead and grab your... let's not do that yet. That's a lie. Just kidding. I'm going to leave that off to the side. I want to do one more little series seated before we do some stuff laying down on your back. Okay, let's do our glute stretches. So I'll extend the left leg under and then the right leg crosses over. This is all you got today. totally fine. If you can, you're going to tuck the bottom knee under. Think about sitting up as tall as you can and just gently walk the hands forward. My back is pretty flat-ish. So if I'm doing a side view, think about just kind of reaching forward with the fingers, lengthen through the spine. Just take a moment, stretch your glute. Two more breaths. There it is. One more. I just kind of sunk into it. Let's sit up super tall. I'll face you guys. You're going to lift the knee, maybe kind of even plant the foot down. So even if your leg is straight, you can still do the stretch. Different ideas. I like to hug the knee in to twist. Yoga style, you can do elbow over. So maybe we'll do both. I'm going to hug first. Sit up as tall as you can and twist over. Maybe even try to rotate and look behind you. Less from your head, but more from your spine, more from your thoracic spine. I feel a little more open now, so I'm going to do elbow, press, and rotate. One more breath. Take a moment. Let's try the other side. So maybe my right leg is bent. Maybe it's straight, maybe it's bent, maybe it's tucked under. Good. I'm going to rotate to the side just so you can see what I'm talking about when we do a flat back. Flex both feet just to kind of protect your knees. Oh, this side's much tighter. Yikes. I'm just going to walk forward. So instead of round, because I can go pretty far forward if I'm rounded, think about almost sticking your butt out. So your spine is in neutral. And oh gosh, that's like so much more intense. Let's do 4 breaths here. Breathe as deep as possible. That's better. Expanding through the ribs. Good. You're going to come on up. I'll face towards you. Land that left foot down. This hip's pretty tight, so I'm going to hug the knee in first. Think about kind of dropping the hip down. And I'm going to rotate. Feels a little more available, so I'm going to tuck my elbow over the knee and twist. Feel like you're spiraling and getting taller as you twist. Good. Sit up super tall. We're going to stretch the inner thighs. So I'm going to scoot back, open the legs out into a straddle. So if your straddle's here, great. If you're a professional dancer and you're a gymnast, your straddle's all the way open, great too. So by just, again, sitting up super tall and just walk the arms forward. Trying to keep your back flat if you can. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Maybe every time you exhale, you can flex or point the toes, up to you. Exhale, try to get a little lower. 2 more. 1 more. I'm going to sit up super tall. Reach the arms out to the side. Lengthen the spine to the side. Bend over. Maybe the arm comes up to the ceiling. One close to my wall. Reach it back. I'm going to actually use this and kind of twist. Side bend. Press yourself all the way up. I'll scoot forward a little bit. Reach the arms up and over. Side bend over. Think about sinking your hip down, lengthening up to the top side of the waist. Gently reach the arm back. Maybe even grab something behind you if you could. This actually feels really good. Finish with your side bend and then gently prop yourself all the way up. Okay, so we're going to grab both your foam roller. Maybe just have it nearby. And you're going to grab your belt. So go ahead and lay on down. See if I got it to the side. I want to work on stretching your hamstrings. So I'm going to sneak the right foot into the belt. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. Okay. So really simple. So if your leg is all the way down there, I'd rather have that versus the leg here, but then like totally bent, because this is doing nothing for your hamstring. So we're just going to start really simple. You're just going to bend and straighten. 2 and 3. Really shoot the heel up to the ceiling. 4, 5. Anchor your tailbone and your hip bone down. 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. And you're going to reach up and hold. Good. You're going to do little circles. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of like loosening up that hip a lot. 7, 8, 9. Other direction. 4, 10. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to hold the belt as tight as possible. I'm going to take a nice big inhale. For 5 seconds, I'm going to try to kick my right foot down to the floor, but resisting with my arms. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax your hamstring, but keep the leg straight. Pull the leg like an inch closer to you. Hold the leg exactly where it is. Pull with your hands. Take a nice big inhale. Kick down with your foot. So your leg's not actually moving, but I'm engaging my hamstring. 2, 1. Inhale, relax. The leg comes another inch closer. Exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax. Ooh, nice and close. 2 more. Exhale, press. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax. 1 more. Exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax. So my leg got so much closer to me because I'm like actively stretching my hamstring. I'm going to take the foot out or sneak the left foot in, bring the right foot down, take a nice big inhale, and I'm going to bend and straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good, 9, 10 little circles for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nice and gentle, 7, 8, 9, other direction for 10, 2, 3, 4, this direction's a little funkier, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to inhale, hold. Exhale, hold my hands, press down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax my hamstring, bring the leg an inch closer. Hold the leg there. Inhale. Exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax the hamstring. Leg is still straight. Pull the leg an inch closer. Exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. This side's much tighter. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Go ahead and take the foot out. Take a little moment. I'm just going to like toss it over there. Goodbye. We're done with that. All right. Come on up to sit. We're going to lay on the roller kind of like lengthwise. So you want it parallel to your spine. Make sure your head and your butt are on top of it. This is one of my favorites. You're just going to open the arms out to the side, palms face up to the ceiling, and just breathe. Kind of feel the head, the back of the shoulders, the ribs, the tailbone, the glutes, just heavy onto the roller. And then we're going to circle. Let's do 10. And 10. And 2. Nice big circles. And 3. And 4. And 5. Just kind of relax into the shoulders. 6, take up as much space as you can with the arms. And 7. And 8. Even maybe reach out through the fingers. 9. Good. And 10. I'm going to bend the elbows. I'm going to bring the forearms together and open. So engage your pecs, stretch your pecs. This is 3. Almost maybe think about kind of a double chin. 4, drawing the chin to the chest. 5. It's also called a chin tuck. And 6, and 7, and 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10, and open. Take a moment there. My shoulders are really tight because usually my forearms are on the floor. I'm going to reach the arms out. I'm going to look towards my right hand and drape the head off the roller. Just stretching the side of the neck. One more breath. Gently bring the head up through center. Look over to the left hand. Slide the head off. Be careful. It's a really intense neck stretch. So just see how much you can do today. A couple more breaths. Okay, bring your head through center. Similar and different, I'm looking up to the ceiling. I'm going to bring my right ear towards my right shoulder, and the head comes off. So my head is facing up versus towards my hand, and I'll take a couple of breaths here. Oh, this side feels much different. You can use your hand if you need. It's really intense. Gently drape the head off to the left. You're still looking at the ceiling. This side feels so different. One more breath. Good. Ooh, I need some help bringing the head back on. Take a moment there to come off the roller. You're going to slide your hips off to one side. Take the roller out. Maybe keep the hips up. Slide it underneath your butt so it's like perpendicular to your spine. Hug the right knee in. Drop the left foot down. And just really take a moment, stretch your hip flexor. Think the back of the neck is long. Two more breaths. Gently pull the left knee in and switch sides. Sink that right leg down to the floor. Hug that left knee in. If you want to hug behind the thigh, a little safer for the knee. Two more breaths. One more. This is a funky one, but it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to scoot, or I'm going to lay on my right side. The bottom leg is bent. Oh gosh, there it is. Okay, here, let's do this. Bottom leg, bottom arm is bent. My head's on the floor. Oh, it's really intense. My top leg is straight. My top arm is straight. The roller's underneath my hip. It's a really deep stretch in your side, in your sacrum. One more breath. Bend the knee. Use your arms. Prop yourself up or roll yourself up through center. I'm going to shift over so I don't roll off my roller. So the bottom leg and arm are bent. Your top leg and arm are straight. You're going to just go ahead and just kind of sink down into it. One more breath. Just a nice big side stretch. Gently roll over to your back. You're going to gently lift the hips, roll your spine down into the floor. We're going to keep the roller underneath your legs. Maybe it's close to your butt. Maybe it's directly underneath your knees. See whatever feels really good. Think about sinking your tailbone down, arms down by the sides, palms face up, and just breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Do a quick scan of your body. Feel the back of the head, back of the shoulders, the ribs, your back, your glutes. Depending on where the roller is, maybe your legs, or maybe just your feet are just heavy onto the mat. Try to find any areas that have any lingering tension. Inhale into it, and exhale, let it go. Just honoring where you're at, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Birthdays can be really triggering for some people. Could be really exciting. I always honor where I'm at in this journey. In the last 37 years, I've learned a lot. Good, bad, hardships, love, how to love myself. Just kind of thankful for this journey and where exactly I'm at. So just honor yourself, honor your practice, and honor exactly where you're at. Take a couple of minutes just to breathe. With your eyes still closed, and then gently tuck the knees in. Push the foam roller away. Go ahead and roll over to one side. And ever so slowly, just take your time. You're going to make your way back up to sitting. Find a comfortable seated position. Just kind of settle into it. And then whenever you're ready, Gently float the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. Once again, my name is Christina, and I hope to see you next time. Aloha.